Hi there, it's Wendy from Ask the Landlady. I'm here with all the tips and tricks to help you make a profit in real estate rentals. Hit subscribe and make sure you comment on my videos. That way I can keep doing this. And definitely check out my books if you don't know about them on Amazon, because they go into more depth than I can go on these videos and are about my 22 years of knowledge here that to be successful in real estate. So today's question is, should I allow my prospective tenants to hold an apartment if they're not ready to move in? So here's your scenario. You got somebody coming in and they're going to go to college and it doesn't start till August, but it is May and they want you to hold that apartment all that time. So that's a lot of money on the hook that you could lose out on. So this is something that is going to come up. People are going to ask you to hold apartments. So, and often, truthfully, your best tenants are looking way in advance, right? Because they want to get something ready and they want to be able to possibly, if they have a landlord now, they got to give that person 30-day notice or 60-day notice before they can move out. And so they don't want to panic at the last second and just pick up whatever. So it's very understandable that your great tenants are going to be asking you about this type of situation. But you're a business person, right? You can't afford to go without 4 months of rent, right? So, and in my market, I know I'm going to rent them. So we always say we can't hold apartments that long, but more short term. So sometimes, in a hot market, people will pay you rent even though they're not there. And you could even negotiate it. Maybe if there's utilities included and they're not going to be there for a few months, you could maybe negotiate a lesser price for those months that they're not going to be there. But in a hot market, especially colleges, you're going to have to pay, right? You might allow them to sublet it or whatever. It's like, well, if you want this apartment, it's available now. It's going to be gone. It's not going to be here when you want it in August or September. So you either take it now or you don't. Now, that being said, sometimes people come in the area, especially in a hot market, and they're looking at all sorts of things. They see it and they like it, but they still have some more to look at. You can offer a hold fee for, say, $100, and you can give them 2-3 days, whatever. And at the end of that, you'll hold it for that amount of time, maybe one day, 24 hours. I'll hold it for you, won't show it or rent it to anybody else. You pay this non-refundable fee of $50, $100, whatever you're comfortable with. We do $100 for a 3-day hold. A lot of times it's over the weekend. Well, whatever, we'll hold it for you. And by Monday morning at 9, if I haven't heard from you, we get to keep the money and we'll go on and rent it to somebody else. So that's a good situation where somebody's looking a lot and they know that you're showing it a lot and they want you to hold it. So you say, absolutely, I'll hold it, but there's a fee for that. That means I take it off the market. I don't show it. I don't do any phone calls. I'm going to keep it just for you, right? Now, that being said, you could still show it and say, somebody else is ahead of you, but you may, whatever, that's between you and your prospective people. Because again, you want this person on the hook. Another thing is, until the lease is signed, you should continue advertising. Don't drop that down and showing it and taking calls. And what we'll say is, that one's got a hold on it, but if it becomes available, I'll know by Monday and I'll let you know. You can come look at it. So you've got some flexibility there with the hold situation. That being said, I would never want you to be out 4-6 months of rent. Maybe 1 month if somebody's like coming in May and they don't need it till June 1st, depending on your market and what you're doing. And another thing you can do is just a non-refundable fee to hold it for that many days. You could make it more than $100. Since I'm going to hold this for you for a month and a half, you're going to have to pay $400. And then it'll be ready for you on your day when you want to come in there. So there you have it. Holds can be difficult, but usually those are your better tenants. So it's something that you've got to mediate. Getting a great tenant and maybe being out a few $100s in rent while you're waiting for them to come in and actually move in. So tell me in the comments. I'd love to know, have you held an apartment for somebody and how's that worked out for you? Because it's not easy being a landlady and landlord, and we're all in this together. And I hope you have a great day.